I hope I'm wearing this right. Hello! Welcome back to another week of Virtual Oasis. And yes, before we begin, I would just like to apologize for that behemoth of a video that I posted last time. I'm sorry, I'm not even sure why I made it that long. I promise I will never ever do that again. But here we are again. This week, I'll be talking about some of my favorites from the last year, 2017. This video was kind of confusing to make. I didn't know what exactly I should have been talking about. I didn't know if I should have been talking about some of the popular things from 2017 or some of the main events that happened from this year. But I thought I'd make it simple and just tell you guys all about the things that I thought were some of my favorites from the year. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. So one thing I definitely consider a favorite from this year, I actually mentioned earlier in that last video that I'm not even sure any of you watched. It was the Nature Republic Peach Scented Hand Lotion. This one is it's the peach scented one, obviously. It has Suho from EXO on the front, and it's pretty much been my obsession all year. The only reason I really got into the hand lotions was because I walked into a Nature Republic because EXO was promoting it, and you know, obviously me being K-pop fan, I just walked in without even thinking, and I was just amazed at all the products that they had. I went straight for the EXO stuff, obviously, and I was smelling all of the different scents, and this one just really popped out at me. I'm pretty much in love with it. The first time I tried it, after I used it, my hands were so soft, and I was so obsessed because I love soft things. So the fact that my skin had been so smooth, it was just amazing. And every time I use this lotion now, somebody's always commenting on it. Like, everybody loves it as far as I know. But yeah, it's really handy. Somebody's always asking me for lotion, and it's really nice to have. So definitely a big favorite. Another thing that I really found myself using a lot was this Innisfree foundation. It is the Aquafit Cushion Foundation in the color N27 Sand. This foundation is super hydrating, at least for me, because I have kind of dry skin. I mostly use it as concealer. I don't really like to use foundation, so I just put it some under my eyes and on top of red spots and some, you know, dark spots obviously. And it really does work. I think the coverage works really well. The shade is a little lighter than what my skin tone normally is, but I just use a powder to cover that up because the tint that they had for my shade was a little orangey. But this works just as well. The formula really works, at least for me personally. And I'm really picky about my makeup, especially face makeup. So definitely this was a really big win for me this year. So one thing that really popped up for me this year especially were caps, like the hats, baseball caps and whatnot. I'm not even really sure how I got into them. It's probably my best friend's fault. She bought one online and then she told me to get it, and when I got it, I couldn't stop wearing it. It was this baby pink baseball cap, and it had the middle cat finger like smack in the middle of it. And it's really small. You wouldn't really even notice it unless you were looking at it properly. And I just wore it like all year. I'm not even sure why I did. I wasn't even sure I would, but I did, and honestly, it was one of my favorite things all year. This is it. It's, it's a little dirty because I wore it all the time, and I probably didn't clean it as much as I probably should have. But yeah, it's really cute and just a little sassy, and I have to thank Monica, so thanks a lot for that. It actually kind of started this whole collection of caps. I have about 5 or 6 caps, which doesn't seem that small, but then I had an issue with like snapbacks back then, so my hat collection's it's getting pretty extensive. I don't have a problem. You have a problem. Probably another thing that became kind of like a collection for me is water bottles. I'm not even sure where this obsession with water bottles started. It probably is a product of my laziness. you know, since I live in a 2-story house, and I'm super lazy, I don't like to go back and forth whenever I need like a glass of water or something. So I've just started taking like Poland Spring bottles, the disposable ones, and then I thought it was kind of a waste to just keep using all those bottles like that. So I went out and got, you know, reusable water bottles that I could just clean, and whenever I needed to, just refill whenever I wanted to. And they're very helpful actually. I have this pink one that I got off of eBay. I'm pretty sure this is a character from My Neighbor Totoro, but I can't remember which one. And it is a really good thermos actually. It doesn't really hold hot foods, but it holds cold drinks very, very well. It can maintain the temperature for an entire day, and like whenever you open it, I use this part as a cup because this doesn't really have a drinking thing. It's more like a canteen, so that's pretty neat. It's a little inconvenient sometimes, but it's fine. I really enjoy it. The other water bottle that I have is just this one. I showed you guys this one in my last video, that, you know, the long ass video that nobody wants to watch. It's just this one that I got for free from one of the bubble tea places that I go to. I got it for free when I got my drink, and it's just been so handy. It's about 500 milliliters, which is, you know, about the same as a regular water bottle. And it just says, with great power comes great stomach, which is kind of cute, and it has the bubble tea logo on it as well. My obsession for bubble tea this year has kind of skyrocketed. I'm not even sure how this addiction started again, but I know definitely this year for sure, I just started loving bubble tea like so much. Or was it even last year or 2 years ago? I'm not even sure. I just know I love bubble tea again. So yeah, I've kind of been obsessed with socks. Well, I don't know. There's just something about growing up that just makes you really, really excited for socks and underwear whenever it's Christmas time. I really, really, really like the printed socks, especially the ones for I bought most of them from Forever 21 because they have all these cute little prints on them. Like this one has like a Unikitty on it, and it's my favorite color too. It's like a lavender color. This one, I have a lion on this one, and I have a puppy cone on this one. I don't know, there's just something about socks. I can't even describe it. One thing that I definitely found as a favorite for this year was poke bowls. Oh my god. It changed my life. Oh my god. I feel like I've said that so many times this video, but you know what? That's okay, because oh my gosh. I don't even know how to describe it. It's basically like disassembled sushi, or like a Japanese Chipotle bowl. If you ever get a chance, go out and try a poke bowl, even just to try it once, because it's pretty good. So, going a little away from the food topic, there is this game that I recently started playing like super early in the year. I got this game off of an ad from Facebook. I just tried it on a whim because it was a dress-up game and I thought it was super, super cute, and the clothes were very, very intricately designed, so I was like, oh, this seems very interesting. It's called Love, Nikki Dress Up Queen. I play this game religiously every single day. There's just something about it that I really, really enjoy playing. And it's not even that I'm doing like different things every day, because they do have events, but like I literally do the same thing every day because I'm just trying to collect all the outfits. And I don't think you understand how much like how big of a need that is for me. I think definitely it helps pass the time for me. Since I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of my other hobbies, I think it's great that it's on my phone, and then I can just whip it out whenever I have some free time and just like, you know, take all my troubles away for at least a little bit. And for my last favorite for the year, I probably have to say it was my trip to Chicago. I took it around, I think, the end of August into September. I went just to go visit my best friend, and it was just the best time of my life, honestly. Words can't even describe it. There's just so many things about that trip that I could say that I won't bore you with. Oh, wait, hold on. There's definitely one last thing I can say as a favorite. And yes, I'm gonna be super hella cheesy again. It's gonna be this channel. because at first I wasn't even sure. Like, this is something I'd always wanted to do before. I always talked about it, but I never really got a chance to do it. I was just so thankful that I got the opportunity. So I'd like to just give a moment to say thank you to all of my virtual Oasis members. I think you guys are amazing, and just know, like, even though I may not say a lot, but I'm definitely supporting every single one of you along the way, and I love you guys so much. Thank you guys again, and yeah, this is probably top 5 best things about this year, so thank you again. Okay, that's it. Promise, no more. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely check out all the other videos on the channel, and especially for this week, because they are all amazing and I love them. And I hope you guys have a good hour, week, month, day, year, something. Oh, I'm forgetting. I don't know where my mind is. Okay, I'll see you guys next time when I can talk properly. Okay, bye.